guys, sorry it's been so long since I shot a video. The story goes back in January. I was talking to Carol's father about Shady Maple Smorgasbord in Pennsylvania, and he was like, "Oh, I'd like to go there." And so we actually tried to plan to go down there in February, but just life happens and didn't get to go. And then, as you know, Donald Trump decided to do all the tariffs and stuff, and people didn't want us to travel. And so we came up with coming back to Cuba, and I guess Carol came up with the idea, of course, and she said to her dad, and she goes, "We were thinking about maybe taking you to Cuba. Would you like to go?" And he said yes, which is really interesting. Sometimes he can be stubborn and just want to stay home. And he said, "Yeah, okay." And then we said, "Okay, well, let's. Do you want to go to Verodero, where we can take a taxi into town and do shopping, all that, or do you want to come to our favorite place in Cuba, Media Coco, which is a much quieter place? I think the maximum amount of people that can be here is about 300, but this is a low part of the season for some reason." And I thought their high time was from basically January to August, but you know, it's the first week of June, and there's only about 100 people here or less. So they've had a few little minor changes to the hotel. Anyway, so he wanted to come here, so it was not too expensive to come, so we offered to come here for 7 days. Left June 1st, got here late Sunday, woke up Monday. I think all Monday was kind of like this, maybe a little bit more overcast, and then by Monday afternoon at 4, basically it felt like a mini hurricane ripped through here, and lots and lots of lightning, very close, very windy. Like the building that's right beside us, the wind was moving the rain across the top of that roof, kind of like blowing snow in a blizzard. Like, that's how fast this wind was blowing this rain around. It was nuts. And then it was like that. We were supposed to go to an a la carte, one of the new restaurants here, and because they don't have the population here right now, they can't have like everything open, so they cut back on the dinner buffet. So they stopped doing the dinner buffet, so you could do breakfast, lunch, and then dinner had to be in one of the 3 a la cartes. And but we couldn't leave our building because the lightning was crazy. You just don't want to be walking around Cuba with an umbrella and a lightning storm. It was probably one of the worst storms I've ever seen in Cuba. I think there was one back in 2017 leading up to Hurricane Irma. So Carol and I were in Santa Maria in August of 2017, and then thinking September is when Irma came through and devastated this resort and many other things around this area. So what else happened? So Tuesday was raining on and off, so we mainly stayed in the lobby and just hung out there and played cards with a lot of the people that we have met and now become friends with that work here. And it was just a lot of fun, even though it was raining and storming and lightning and thunder, and that was pretty much all Tuesday. And then Wednesday was just kind of overcast, a little bit windy. I got to fly my kite. I have two kites. I have a 1.4 meter kite, and it's the, what do they call, the parafoil, so it looks like a parachute. So the type of parachutes that skydivers use that are rectangular. So I brought my 1.4 meter and my 2.2 meter. And there was a couple times I just could not fly my 2.2. The wind was just too strong, and it would actually start dragging me down the beach. That's how strong this kite is and how strong the wind was. But yeah, and then we ate so we did finally get to that restaurant on Monday night. And that was the first time we ate there. And pretty much every time we've come here, that place has been closed. And I think they just used it as like a storage unit. And you've probably seen it in other videos of mine where I do walkthroughs and stuff. And the food was really good. I think it was like a 7 or 8 course meal. So we were pretty full by the time we were done. And then and that was like way over that way. This is called the International, and we got to eat there. I think that was either Wednesday night or Thursday night. And then yesterday, it must have been Wednesday night. And then Friday, yesterday. No, today's Saturday, right? Yesterday we went on the Catamaran snorkeling cruise, and at the end of that, had a nice little lobster dinner, and then came back here. Probably got back here around 2:30, and had a big nap in the afternoon, and then I guess we ate in here last night because now that's open. So it's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and all the a la cartes are open. There's only one restaurant that I guess it was damaged during the hurricane, and they didn't realize how much damage it was on it. So they, I guess, one of the years that we weren't here, some of the floor fell out, and they realized it needs to be condemned. So they tore that whole thing down. So it doesn't exist anymore. I'm not sure when they're going to rebuild. They do have plans to rebuild, but it looks like the breakfast is almost open. They open that at 7:30. So this is the lobby bar. This is where we hang out. This is where the entertainment is now, because the theater, either I'm thinking it's because there's not enough people here to justify opening up the theater. So they just have it right here. But somebody said that the theater's broken. Whatever that means, I guess. Maybe it's the sound that's not working, or maybe some of the electrical lighting and all that stuff isn't working. This is what they have for you every day, every morning. Fresh fruits, iced tea and stuff like that. They redid all these cushions, which is really nice. But, oh yeah, and I forgot to show you whoa, look at that sun. The sun is just ripping. I got up early today so I could do my full walkthrough update. Oh, and that's the other new restaurant. Because it's good to do it now because there's not a whole lot of people around and it's not crazy hot yet. So this is now, that used to be a discotheque way back in the day. I'm guessing before 2019. And then from 2019, when we first came here to stay here for the very first time, we were here for the 2020, but it had always been shut down. Nothing was going on. And, but now they've turned it into the Italian restaurant. And we bumped into one lady who's eating there, and she said it was probably one of the best meals she had at this resort. So I'm looking forward. We're eating there tonight. And of course, there's the cats. They're somewhat friendly. The black one's probably one of the friendliest ones, and there's a tabby, but that white one, he's not. He doesn't like you getting close to him. Right, Kitty? Get little scratches. Little scratches. Ding, ding, ding. So one of the big updates that they've done is the pool used to have like a flagstone all the way around it, and then they used to have like a white grill for the water splashing over the edge. and they literally took this whole thing down and they put these new tiles in. So I think the flagstone used to come up to here, but now it's this whole area all the way to the other side. They used to have the chessboard here, but because they redid this, they never put the chessboard back. I'm not sure if they'll ever bring it back. But yeah, I love this pool. It's probably maybe at the deepest 4 feet, maybe 3.5. But it's all shallow here. It's great for the volleyball, and it's a walk-in thing, so it's like kind of walking in and on the beach. Let me get that sun out of our eyes here. And there we go. And there's about 5 or 6 turtles in here, which is kind of cool. But again, this is one of my favorite hotels because it is a smaller hotel. The people are extremely friendly, super awesome to be back. I said it in another video that it feels like we're going to the cottage now because we've been here so many times. That's how good this place is. So I just wanted to basically touch base with you guys, see how you guys are doing. Please leave a comment in the comment section below as to what you guys have been up to. And again, sorry I haven't made any vlogs. I just wanted to sit back and relax with my wife and my father-in-law and just enjoy our time and peace together. There was a tiny little, there's a turtle right on that. Oh, there, he's gone. They're really skittish, the little ones, but the big ones come right up to you because I think that you're going to give them some food. There's one. Hey, buddy. What you doing? And then sometimes there'll be like all 5 of them all sitting there hoping that somebody's going to come by, give them some food. But yeah, if you ever get the chance, I highly recommend this hotel. I'm not sure how many people I've convinced to come here. I've met so many people. Actually, we met a couple that were from just outside of Ottawa to the west. And I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But Carlston. And when we were yapping, they're like, well, what do you do? I'm like, I do YouTube videos. And then I said, oh, and I told them that one year that we were here, we met like 18 couples. And out of the 18 couples that we met, 14 of them came here because of my videos that I made about this place. And then she goes, I remember your video. So that was kind of funny. So I don't know how many people I've met here now. I've lost count about how many people have come here because of my videos. I just make it honest and straight up, and it kind of speaks for itself. I don't think I really have to pitch it too much. The beach is beautiful. The people are beautiful. The food is pretty good. Here's an honest thing. We haven't had a hot shower since we got here. It's maybe lukewarm, which that's fine. We don't care. We're either in the pool or in the ocean. You just go to have the shower to kind of hose off the salt water or the chlorine, and so Carol's dad, that's I think his only complaint is he hasn't been able to have a hot shower. Some people love hot showers. I personally don't care if I have a hot shower. It doesn't need to be scalding hot for me. Lukewarm, I don't mind. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for being patient through our little holiday adventure back here in Cuba, Milia Cayo Coco. And I might make another vlog before we leave, but if not, we'll see you back in Canada. Bye. Ow.